Hi guys, welcome to my channel, it's Vlada, and today we're gonna be doing makeup looks with eyeshadow palette, and it is Anastasia Beverly Hills X AMREZY eyeshadow palette, and I am so excited to try it because it has a lot of shades I'm already obsessed with. And as you can see, I have pink hair right now, and this eyeshadow palette has a lot of pink shades, and also pink is my favorite color, so I am so excited to try it. So let's get it started. And now I'm preparing for eyeshadows. I put foundation, then I do my brows. Then I'm using concealer. Now I'm doing contouring with a bronzer. A little bit baking on my nose and blush on my cheeks. And now I'm ready for eyeshadows. First shade I'm gonna be using is OG. And I put this shade all over my crease. And to my lower lash line. Now I'm using shade 9088 and I put this shade on my outer V. Then I'm gonna be using shade BK, and with this black shade I'm doing eyeliner. Now I'm using shade Wasted. It's light pink shade and I'm gonna be using this all over my eyelid. Then I use shade Anastasia and just put it on half of my eye. Now I'm gonna be using shade Barb and I put the shade on the inner corner of my eye. And when I tried this shade in the store, I just fell in love with this palette because this palette has so many interesting shades. Now I'm gonna be using shade RIHANNA. And I put this shade lightly on the corner of my eye and a little bit to my lower lash line. Now I'm using shade called Litty and I lightly put this shade all over my eyelid. This shade is so beautiful. I am obsessed with this shade. I think it's one of my favorite shades in this palette, because it's quite buildable. Now I put it lightly, but if you want to, you can put it a lot. It's gonna be a totally different look. Now I put it lightly all over my eye crease, because I want to have a little bit sparkles all over my eyes and to my lower lash line. And now I'm using mascara and I'm putting it to my lower lashes. And now I'm moving on to Fenty Beauty by Rihanna KILLAWATT Freestyle Highlighter in shade WATTABRAT. It is beautiful shimmery highlighter with pink shade. And that's not the only time I'm gonna be using this highlighter in my video, because it's pink and it's really perfectly suits to my looks. Now I put JOUER highlighter in shade Citrine in the center of my nose and above Fenty Beauty highlighter, because sometimes I like to mix highlighters. Now I'm gonna overline my lips with KKW Beauty lip liner. And for this makeup look I'm gonna be using KKW Beauty cream lipstick in shade Pink 1. This lipstick perfectly matches with my eyeshadows, because I wanted to create light pink glowy look, which is also quite natural. Above this lipstick I'm gonna be using Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in shade Venus. And during this video I'm gonna be doing my eyes first, and then I'm gonna be doing the rest of my face, just to show what blush, highlighters and lipsticks are perfectly matched with this eyeshadow palette, because I like to create the whole look. Now let's go to makeup look number 2. So I'm gonna start with shade OG. It is perfect transitional shade. Now I'm gonna be using shade Samsa, and I put it right on my crease. I use this shade just a little bit to define my crease. Also, I put it to my lower lash line. Now I'm using shade AMREZY. It has beautiful metallic bright pink shade, and it is the main eyeshadow I'm gonna be using for this look. Now I'm using shade Samsa again, just to define my outer V. Now I'm going to be using shade Wasted, and I put the shade on my lid and to inner corner of my eye. Now I'm going back to AMREZY. Next shade I'm going to be using is Barb, and I put this shade to inner corner of my eye. And now I finished with my eyeshadows, and I put mascara on my lower lashes. Then I'm using NYX eyeliner in shade Jet Black to do some light eyeliner. And now I'm gonna be using Fenty Beauty by Rihanna STUNNA Lip Paint in shade Unlocked. It has beautiful vivid pink shade, and I am so obsessed with this shade. And I think it's perfectly matches with my eyeshadows. Now I'm gonna be using NARS Overlast Cheek Palette, and I'm using shade Let It Burn. And then I'm gonna be using Benefit Cosmetics Powder Blush Mini in shade Dandelion. This blush has super cute shade, and it perfectly matches for this look. Now I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty KILLAWATT Freestyle Highlighter in shade WATTABRAT. And for this makeup look, I'm going to be using more than I usually do. Now let's go to makeup look number 3. And I started this look with shade OG, and I put it on my crease. Now I'm gonna be using shade New Yorker. I put it on my crease. And also to my lower lash line. Now I'm going to be using shade 9088 and put it on my eye crease and lower lash line. Now I use shade Yuga and put it on my outer V. Now I'm gonna move on to shade Gorgina, beautiful bronzy shade, and I put it to my eyelid. Now I'm gonna be using shade Dragon, metallic golden copper shade. Now I'm gonna be using shade Gemini. This eyeshadow is with gold and silver sparkles, and it is so pretty. And yeah, I put the shade all over my eyelid. And I finished with eyeshadows. I'm gonna put my mascara on my lower lashes. And now I'm using Patrick Ta blush in shade She's Adorable. Then I'm using JOUER Cosmetics powder highlighter in shade Citrine. I used this highlighter in my first look. It is one of my favorite highlighters so far. Now I'm using Dose of Colors Dime Lip Liner. And first lipstick I'm gonna be using is Maybelline Matte Lipstick in shade Nude Embrace. And on top of that, I'm gonna be using KKW Beauty Cream Lipstick in shade Nude 1. Another lipstick I'm gonna be using for this look is Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in shade Peachy. And it gives me a little bit different makeup look. I would say more peachy. And I'm ready for look number 4, and I start with shade Samsa. It is beautiful matte plum shade, and I put it on my eye crease and to my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna use shade Cupcake, metallic lavender shade, and I put it all over my eyelid. Now I'm using shade Barb, and I put it on inner corner of my eye. Now I'm gonna be using shade BK. It is matte black shade, and I'm using it as an eyeliner. And now I use NYX matte lip liner in shade STFU. And yes, I'm using lip liner on my eye. And now I'm using this lip liner on my lips. It has purple shade and it perfectly matches with my eyeshadows. Now I'm gonna be using NYX lipstick in shade Gypsy Dreams, and this lipstick has a little bit cold undertone, so I need to mix it with Patrick Ta lip gloss in shade Is She Younger Than Me? It has pink sparkles, so it is perfect for me. And now I'm using Fenty Beauty by Rihanna highlighter, and then I put mascara on my lower lashes. Now I go back to Fenty Beauty highlighter. And now I'm ready to create my final look, and I start with shade BK, and I put this matte black shade all over my eye crease and on my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna be using shade Leo, and I put it all over my eyelid. It is very beautiful metallic blue shade, and when I saw this shade I just decided to do smoky eyes with this shade. It is one of my favorite shades of this palette, as well as Warp, Liddy, Reezy, Anastasia and Wasted. Those are my favorite shades of this palette. And I'm going back to shade BK to define my outer V. Now I'm going to be using shade Barb for inner corner of my eyes. And also I put this shade lightly all over my eyelid. Now I'm using NYX eyeliner in shade Jet Black, and I put it to my waterline. And for this makeup look for smoky eyes, I need to do my brows thicker. So I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Deep Brow Pomade in shade Blonde, as I usually use. Now I'm gonna put Lancome mascara on my lashes. I also put it on my lash extensions. I usually don't do that, but for this look I have to. Now I'm using KKW Beauty Lip Liner in shade Nude 0.5. Then I use NARS Velvet Lip Glide in shade Unlaced. And on top of that I'm using L'Oreal lipstick in shade Matte Academia. And then I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in shade Venus. So those were my 5 looks with Anastasia Beverly Hills X AMREZY eyeshadow palette. I used every single shade and I like every single shade. Definitely my favorite eyeshadow palette for right now. Please share in comments below about your thoughts of those 5 looks and which one do you like more. Put number from 1 to 5 and thank you for watching my video.